How to sell on Grailed. Grailed tutorial. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. Today we're having a look at Grailed.com, and Grailed.com is in actual fact a e-commerce platform, and it gives you the opportunity to sell items to anywhere that you decide you want to sell and ship to. So the first thing you're going to do is jump onto Grailed.com, and you are going to either create an account and sign in. Now, up on the right hand side, you will see all your account details over here, from your username all the way to messages, favorites, purchases, and all the other bits and pieces over here. So what we're going to have a look at is listing an item and getting it sold. So on the top right hand side, there is a sell tab that you will have to click on, and once you've clicked on this, it'll open up the page that you will now have to list your item. So on the right hand side, you can see over here there's a button that says new listing, and we are going to click on this button. The page that you see now basically allows you to add in all the details of the product that you want to sell. So the first thing you want to do is actually have a product to sell. Once you have that, you're going to have to acquire all the information about that product. So starting over here, you have the department category. So it's either menswear or women's wear. We're going to go ahead and jump into menswear, and then it gives you some subcategories over here, or sub departments, and we are going to go and choose one of these. I'm going to select footwear. And then on the right hand side, it'll give you the subcategories. So now you can choose what type of footwear you are actually selling here. I'm going to go ahead and tap on the formal shoes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add your size of the shoe. You can go ahead and choose the appropriate size, and then on the right hand side you'll see here that there is an opportunity for you to enter in a designer. Now what it says here is please select a designer from the drop down. If you cannot find the designer that you're looking for, it's not on their list, then you can just go ahead and you can email them, and you can maybe have that designer added in over there. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to type in I'm going to choose this designer over here, and make sure that you are choosing the designer of the actual item that you are listing over here. You're going to go down now, and we're going to enter an item name. Now, just for example's sake, I'm going to take all the information from this page over here, and as you can see here, this shoe is a men's dress shoe, and it is an Oxford lace-up. So we're going to just take that information, and just for example's sake, we are going to enter it in over here. Again, the color over here, we can go ahead and we can now give it a color. We're going to go ahead and say brown, and then you can choose the condition of the item. So you'll have the drop down menu. So if it's new or never been worn, gently used, and then very worn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list it as a new, never worn item, and then you get to the page where you can actually add in the description of your product. Now you can now give all the details here about the product, in terms of its condition as well. So let's say perhaps your item that you're listing is used. You can actually give some details, say perhaps the sole is a little bit worn, or the inner soles need to be replaced. Whatever the case may be, you're going to enter all of that information right over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the information from the description of this product right over here, and I'm going to just copy it and paste it in over here. Again, I'm going to state that this is only being done for example purposes. So when you are entering all the details, make sure that you enter the correct and accurate details. Right over here, you can now add in some tags that will help people find your products when they are searching. So we can go in with shoes, we can go formal, we can do wedding, maybe if somebody's looking for shoes for a wedding, or we can have a look at a bunch of other tags that we can enter on right over here. And then we move down to, if not the most important, the pricing structure. So the price over here will go in at this tag over here, so we can actually, again, we can take the price from right over here, and it's $73 roughly. Now, of course, if you're going to be purchasing the product from Amazon, you need to obviously make a profit, so you need to add on your profit margins over there. So I am going to make this $100, and the accept offers I like to turn off, because that basically means that people are able to give you offers which is lower than your asking price. So we're going to remove that. And then the smart pricing automatically drops the price of your product by 10% at the best time every week until it hits your floor price. So I like to turn that off as well. But if you leave it on, this is your floor price, so we can make it $90 perhaps, and that'll drop 10%. Of course, it will then be $90. Or if you want to make it lower, you can make it $80 if you're willing to accept $80. However, I'm going to just leave it off for now. Going down here again, you have your shipping information. So this is where it's actually coming from. And then your shipping regions, where you can actually specify what it's going to cost to ship to any one of these regions. So, of course, you can define these on your own, depending on what it's going to cost, what services you're using, and where it's coming from, and where you're actually going to be shipping. So all you have to do is click on the block that the amount is in, and you can, in actual fact, just change it as easily as that. You can also turn off shipping for certain areas. So if you want to only perhaps ship to a certain area, you can just turn everything else off, and there is the product over there, as well as the shipping rate. Then having a look at the images, of course you need some images of your product. Again, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use these images to actually put in as the images on the product. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to save that, and all you have to do is tap on this main image block over here, and you are then just going to tap on the image that you would like to add, and once it's loaded, you can then just say open, and it'll appear right over here. Right, so there it is, and all you have to do is select and say open, and there it is. And as you can see here, you can add a number of images. So of course, the more images you have of your product, the better chance you have of selling it, because people will be able to see a lot more of it. One of the other very important things that I would like to mention when going through adding this new listing is, as you can see on the right hand side, under each category you'll see, as it says here, add a new listing, and then on the right hand side it says how to sell guide. Right, and as you go down the page, you will now have to enter other details such as your tags. Again, there are tagging tips, as you can see here, and as you move down there are pricing tips. So whatever stage of the listing that you're actually working with, from shipping to pricing, tagging, and then just your general how to sell, there are tips and guides to help you through all of that, including your photo tips. Once you are done with that, you can actually go down to the bottom right hand side, and you can actually save it as a draft if you don't want to save it or publish it immediately. And then the second option is to publish it, and if you click on that, you will actually publish your listing immediately. So here is the thing. What you need to do is you need to confirm your PayPal address. So once you register for PayPal and you add your PayPal account to your Grailed account, you will actually have a PayPal email to confirm that it's being linked. And once you've done that, your listing will be available on your main page, and that can take up to 72 hours to actually become visible to the public. And there you go. If you're looking to sell something on Grailed, this is the best video that you can watch. Simple and straight to the point. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave us a like. If you enjoyed the content that we put out, don't forget that you can subscribe to the channel, show some support, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.